Hello, this is atoolred. I'd like to talk about something which is very important. Now that we're going through a series of changes around the world and we're also growing up, and 1964 has crossed its government period and has retired. So how will we focus on it? And what is 1964 exactly? 1964, as you see, is a very focused year. And if you see during 1964, the history of 1964, there have been many changes, many political upheavals, and many murders, many assassinations. The most important was Jawaharlal Nehru of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the Prime Minister of India. Yeah, he was in 1964 in June itself. So this most amazing year, is a very political year and as well as an industrially advanced year. The batch itself is supposed to be a weighted batch, and this is the Millennium batch, which is the most awaited Millennium batch, which is Ram's and Krishna or the Brahma or the you see the Kurukshetra or the Mahabharata, the epic batch. I don't know if it's the same batch or not, but it's supposed to be one of the most epical times in history. And so if we pose ourselves right now we're in 2025, we couldn't go to the Satyug, or maybe the Satyug is starting right now. That's what they say in India. So that Satyug starts at 2025, Satyug, then the Kali Yuga, Satyug, Dwapar Yuga, Thara Yuga, and then again the Kali Yuga and the Satyug. It's a cycle, you see. After all the destruction, you see the earth is itself, with all the holocaust and everything destroying itself, earth is cleaning up. You didn't expect earth to be, having so much of chemicals like you and me and not getting addicted to it. Suddenly it's off chemicals, it's curing itself. Can me and you cure yourself? Can we cure ourselves of the chemicals and all the poison? No, we can't. We have to do it daily, you see? So that's what we got to learn from nature. Nature is in the process of cleaning itself, all the diseases and regenerating. Take the groove and move your body. So the basic aspect is that through these political changes, we are expecting a lot of things today. 1964 is off the government, so it's into the senior political scene. And you see, I have been hit by insurrection. I was kidnapped. I was thrown into the a different makeshift jail. Demanded a lot of things. Most of my documents are missing. My bank account has been hacked. I have no money right now, and my a lot of things are happening. There were millions of attempts every day. There's an attempt on my life. There were two, three trucks, which are trying to run me down. One of them was blown up and has been positioned outside in the museum. It literally blew up, Well, it just flew back and stood next to the parking and blew up. All the residents, all the people inside were blown. And while it was chasing me, there was some foreigner sitting inside, and she kept saying, Atul, quickly, just want to get up, you're not wanted by me, we're going to kill you. I could hear the foreigners behind me. So these foreigners running people down and murdering them like Nirvaya. That 3 times, and then there was a bus attack also with a bus, and a lot of vehicles went right into me. So these things are happening. So this is 1964, and if 1964 begins its life like this, I don't understand why. You see, another aspect is now that I have come down to understanding is the registration. What is a license and what is a registration? License period gets over. Every 100 years, all the industrial licenses get over. The registration is that once you're registered, nobody has been registered on earth as yet. Once it's registered, and that's only land registry. The land registry remains with you forever. Your soul is registered. And that's what happened with me. So you see, I've got a registry, which is carrying on, the first one. And so people don't like that. Anyway, they're testing it out, obviously. So what's the political generation going to be after we take over the leadership? You see, our elders are already gone, the elderly politician. Now, me and you are here. And so it's focused on the females and the males. Male 64 and female 64, 1964. And then you have the English speaking, and then the English speaking with an accent, and the non-English speaking. And then you also have the fashion and the advanced, the rich and the poor, and you have others, who don't give a damn, who want to be what they are. The contract with this earth, is individual. That's what nobody's realizing. Then they're musicians and dancers, then they're actors, then they're technocrats, and then they're school students, then the students who don't like studies. So a lot of things have been put into our, and then there's diplomats, very refined, sophisticated diplomat, and the others who don't like diplomacy. So where do we go from here now? So I would like to just add on that since you and me are about to take on the threshold of a new life, as seniors, as leaders, basically, because the government is gone and the government will remain. The children, your children, all these children, the youngsters. I'm not married. I couldn't get married. Nobody did marry me because I'm too damn registered. Whatever. I am a very stable person and too different. They said I would get murdered on the day of my marriage. Whatever. So they said that also that because of the very fact that the male competition is so high. It's not because the female is a male. Some guy would have cracked me up over there. I want to marry your fucking girl. I don't want to marry you. I don't want you to get married to any girl. I'm more macho than you. This is 1964. The very essence of the human or the biped dream to be perfect. So as you go ahead, that I would like to say that let's be a little more mature. So if you could be a little more mature and give me some time to understand that we have to organize something in each and every country, and that my country is my country. I can't play with your country, and you can't play with your country. You can't play with my country. So whatever it is, I have to be in my country, wherever you are. You just have to be with your country. And that doesn't mean that we're going to be at war or we're going to be hating each other. It's that I'm a docile person and I'm a very peaceful person. I would like to start my retirement from the government as well as the next generation leadership with a very secular and a very positive attitude, a progressive, intellectually advanced, diplomatically, as well as aesthetically, and most important, in a rich way, where we can have a beautiful, good time ahead. I believe in traveling towards heaven, rather than this kind of scene where we don't have to, rather than get stuck up every second. I don't believe in any ups and downs. I don't believe in haves and have-nots. I believe in a direct communication. I'm a communicator. I like to remain a communicator. For me, communication is everything. I can communicate with mosquitoes. I can communicate with animals. I can communicate with everyone. I can communicate with junglies, a person from the jungle. I can communicate person from Stanford. I can communicate with someone from the most advanced society to the most unknown people who may not know a language. Right? That's all I want to do. I want to meet people and communicate with them. That's all. So if you could just understand me, maybe that's what is lacking, that you don't understand me or what's my stand on this issue. Since you know who I am and I know you know who I am, and that we studied together too, and we passed this through the stage throughout, and that you don't know what my present state of mind, what I am and what my agenda is for myself. Whatever insecurities or whatever unknown aspects you have of mine, I hope they get cleared right now. So let's travel together ahead as good communicators over a long life. Krishna lasted for 1,000 years, and I hope to last a little more than 1,000 years. 1,000 years, really, if you go through the records. Ram committed suicide, basically. He's from this millennium. So the thing is that Ram committed suicide because of girls only. He never had a girlfriend, just like what he's doing to me. You're not letting girls meet me, Nobody's coming to, no female has come to my house for the last 10 years. No guest has come. So it's very absurd, that they've created a lockdown around my house, my permanent residence, which I feel I'm going to be for life. Wherever I'll be always here for you to meet me up. So the thing is, I don't want violence around here, and I'm a peaceful person. I want to remain peaceful. So if we could just travel ahead as communicators, so that I can improve upon my communication, you can get to me and improve upon our communication, not only sublineal, English, vocal, but also suggestive, paranormal, and all types of communication. I'm a communication student, so I would like to remain that. So I hope you go ahead with a good understanding, and if you have any questions, you can always ask me. You have my telephone number, and somebody keeps stealing my phone. They just walk in and steal my phone. They steal my food. They steal everything, my money. And I'm basically in money. I'm the poorest person on earth. Otherwise, I'm the most powerful person on earth today. So hope to meet you guys tomorrow without any hiccups, without any hitches. So see you guys. Have a positive, good life in the future. and for the next generation, for the next kid to be better than us and to be more super than us. Bye. atoolred signing out. atoolred copyright.